outside fan or even us, like, can you explain what free agency is like? Like,
Yeah.
when it hits a time when you can actually start talking to teams, like, where are you? What's that communication like, and how did it lead, in this case, to come back?
It's a lot all at once because, like you said, like there's no communication, and then all of a sudden you can talk to people. So you just take calls and try to figure out, what's for me personally. The goal is to find the best basketball situation, and I feel like I did that, and I'm happy to be back.
So you were taking calls. You weren't in person. You were just kind of
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the phone.
Some guys that you visit in person, other guys you just call them. Low maintenance.
I spoke with your agent. He said that if you wanted to be on a winner,
Yeah, yeah.
obviously this was a priority. I mean, sounds like you had other interests though. So why did this team? Why come back to these familiar faces? Makes sense.
Just believing in the roster and having a little bit of playoff experience, playing for Ty and the staff, and then to me, like we were playing really well those first couple games, even without Paul. You add him to that, and I just have a personal belief in this group, and it's something I wanted to be a part of.
Last time you and I spoke, we were walking all the time. Remember what we were talking about? I said, prioritize money, or
Yeah.
you said why not both?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you were able to accomplish that this offseason?
Yeah, look, I'm happy to have another year to play in the NBA. I'm happy to be with the Clippers, and we're all well compensated, so it's all good.
What do you think? I mean, you guys came in mid-season, 20-some games. What do you think an actual training camp? Not that you didn't know the system, but the training camp to get fully integrated into everything can do for you guys.
Yeah, that stuff always helps. In-season trades aren't easy. I think, like for me, I had been through one before, and so I had the experience, and I had a better approach this time. But like, to me, Bones played well for us, but give him a training camp as a younger player. Obviously Eric and Russ played well, but they're more veteran players. So yeah, to me, having a training camp, having the build up of the season, can only help.
What did you find specifically with that second unit when you were playing?
Yeah.
Mainly as a ball handler, facilitator. What did you find there with this team, especially once Kawhi BZ went down, allowed you to get comfortable, allowed you to be able to play so well?
Just kind of understanding who you're playing through. Norm was awesome for us when those guys went down. He had some really big games, and just understand who's making plays, and then help them out.
A couple years ago, let's say a couple years ago, obviously before your time, there was some of the players got together in the offseason for a little bit of a retreat to build that continuity because injuries have made it hard to get on the court together. Is there any talk of that this offseason? You guys going together next month or this month?
I think stuff like that happens, even if it, I know guys were here earlier in the week working out. Some guys will get together in LA and other cities, so we're all in touch, and that stuff just happens organically.
You played a long time in the league, the series, and bring the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
Have you? I mean, how much of that do you know, the proposal, and what do you think of just what that's going to be like?
To be honest, I remember I was in some of the union meetings when it was proposed like pre-COVID, but I haven't really kept up with it. I think it's really cool. I know a lot of the inspiration came from some of the European leagues and other sports, so I think it's great. I understand we're playing here in Vegas, right? So I think the fan turnout we know will be really good, and it'll be something to play for.
And this is the Final Four, correct?
Oh, this is the Final Four? Where's the championship?
And the championship.
Oh, got it. All right, got it.
The rest of the games are regular season games. You play like
Okay. Well, and yeah, put some more emphasis. Sometimes 82 games straight of regular season games to add some to it is good.
If you look at this roster right now, you guys are essentially bringing back the same roster as last year. Now, injuries probably derailed you guys more than anything, but how confident are you in this kind of makeup that you guys can get to where you want to as long as you stay healthy?
Yeah, we have the talent to do whatever we want to do. So, like you said, healthy, play well, give yourselves a chance. Like that was why I wanted to be back here.
One guy you did add is KJ Martin. I'm curious what you've seen of his game.
Yeah.
At least in the last couple of years, what he can bring to you guys.
I know he's super athletic, and I understand he's shooting the ball well too. So, like, to me, to have that at his position will be a lift.
And you guys brought Russ back as well.
Yeah.
So it works really well for you guys. I'm curious what you think that'll go.
Yeah.
As well.
Well, I think, like, from the point guard position, you talked about being able to build from training camp. Like, that stuff, at that position will be helpful too. So he played really well for us, and glad he's back.
Hornets had said at the end of the season that they really want. What's that? Can I ask a question about that?
I have no question yet. I'm gonna let you finish. I might have another question after that.
Respectful. Lawrence said at the end of the season that he really wants the emphasis that the regular season is taken really seriously this year, more competitively. What does that mean? You only ran for a third of the season, so it's maybe a little unfair to you. But how do you guys do that this year to be more competitive, to take the regular season a little more seriously?
Yeah, well, I think one of the things that stood out that he said in the end-of-year meeting was, I don't want to get it wrong, but I don't think a team's ever won it that's not like a top 3 seed, right? So, and I think throughout the regular season you're sending messages to teams, other contenders if they're in the East, or teams that you may match up with in the playoffs in the West. So, there's great importance on the regular season, not just for seeding, but also just for kind of letting the league know, what your mission is that year. So.
Is there something you saw? I mean, you played with Denver and so those guys.
Yeah.
Something you saw from their championship run that you can take away from yourself. This is kind of what we need to do. This is how we need to approach things. Anything like that.
Yeah. To me, like their run, like other championship runs, just as a fan, like they were solid on so many like small things, like defensively. On offense, they knew where they were going with the ball as a team. Guys really knew their roles, and they played a hell of a playoffs, and it was impressive.
I actually have a question. Can I get the mic, please? So I just heard that you just got here, right?
Yeah.
So how does it feel to let in Vegas? And how you feel? What is your spirit?
It's hot. Spirit's high, but it's hot.
I love it. Thank you.
Thanks, bro.